Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Jeff Innocent, your life coach. I'm glad again to be back on your screen. And today I'm going to talk about happiness. Happiness. How to be happy. In case you're happy, how to be happier. 7 steps to living a happier life. Happiness is not an option. It's not optional. It's a choice that you must make. Life is too short not to be happy. Life is too short not to be happy. I've seen a lot of people leave with so much unhappiness, so much bitterness. A lot of times we seem to assume that rich people are the happiest people on earth. But that's far from the truth. There are a lot of people that are rich, but yet they are unhappy. So riches is not a source of happiness. And that's the truth. And so in this video, I'm going to share with us 7 keys to living a happier life, or to being happier. In case you are not already happy, there are 7 keys to being happy. Number 1, to be happy, you need to first of all accept yourself. This is the foundation. You don't talk about happiness, you don't think about happiness if you're not able to accept yourself. Accept who you are and not trying to be someone else. Accept your faults, accept your motivation, accept your mistakes, forgive yourself where you need to forgive yourself. I've seen people always in the position of blaming themselves for something that happened to themselves or happened to them in the past, and hereby allowing themselves to be imprisoned by their past. And now you're trying to be happy. You cannot be happy without first of all accepting who you are, who God has made you to be. You wish you are the star you're watching on the television. You wish you were someone else. Then happiness is far away from your domain. The first step is to learn to accept yourself as you are. And you can accept yourself without loving yourself. You cannot accept yourself without loving yourself. So accepting yourself is all embodying in the love for yourself. How can you accept yourself when you don't love yourself? How can you love yourself without accepting yourself? So the first thing you need to do is to learn to accept. If you want to embark on this journey, let me say this. The happiness is not a destination. It's a journey. And so for you to embark in the journey of finding happiness, you need to accept yourself. Accepting yourself will save you the burden of needing others to accept you. People struggle, people go extra miles and do things just because they want other people to accept them. They want to make someone feel good. They want to make someone happy. So they go out of their ways and they do things that they will regret tomorrow because they want someone to accept them. But if you, first of all, accept yourself, then you will be saved from that burden of needing other people to accept you. You cannot or may not be accepted until you learn to accept yourself. That's the very first step in this journey of happiness, in the journey of finding happiness and trying to be happier. You got to learn to accept whoever you are. If they think you are short, you better accept it as you are. This is who you are. You couldn't be better. This is who God decided to make you. The mold that made you brought. This is just the mold that made you. This is just who you are. God is just unique in your own form. No 2 persons are the same. We're all different from one another. But the secret of happiness lies in the ability to accept yourself. I do accept myself. You may not like the way I look, but I love myself. You may not like my height, but I'm in love with it. You may not like the shape of my head or the shape of my hands or the shape of my body, but it makes no sense to you. I don't have to be like him. I don't have to be him. I just have to be who I am. When you accept yourself, you will learn to be yourself. Just be who God has made you to be and be happy with who you are and be excited about it and celebrate yourself and accept yourself and appreciate yourself and just be yourself. You cannot be happy without first of all being yourself, and being yourself cannot be in place if you don't accept yourself. So the first step in this process of happiness is first of all accepting yourself. And the second thing and the second step in this journey of happiness is to learn to own your own happiness. I listened to Bishop T.D. Jakes, a great preacher, and he was talking about this owning your own happiness, and that motivates me a whole lot. And he said, you got to learn to own responsibility of your own happiness. You have to be your own sunshine. You have to be your own praiser. You have to be your own fan. If you're looking for fans out there, first of all, be a fan for yourself. How can you expect people to be your friend when you're not even a fan of yourself? That's the truth. You own your own happiness. Stop attaching your happiness to someone or on something, maybe your car or your job or something. Because when you lose the job, you're going to lose that happiness. You are responsible to make yourself happy. Nobody, don't give it to anybody. Take it from them and own it. Own the responsibility of making yourself happy, and you will see how happy you will become. Stop putting your happiness, attaching your happiness to someone, attaching your happiness to something. All those stuffs will all come and go. The money, the job, the career, the great relation, all of them will come and go. But if you own your own happiness, you will continually be happy even when those things are gone. I've seen people, they are happy when they have a job. They are happy when they have a job. They are happy when they have money. You are in hell because if you lose that money, you lose your happiness. Life is too short to not to be happy. You got to be happy. And to be happy, you have to take your happiness away from those things, away from your house, away from your spouse, away from your job, away from your money, away from your bank account, away from your career, your achievement, your accomplishment. Take them away from them and put it to yourself. Be responsible for your own happiness. Own it. Let it be in your hand. You will be responsible for your own happiness. If you do that, then you're getting ready to live a very happy life. I've seen people, you think the richest people are the happiest people? Most of the celebrities I'm sorry to say it, but most of the celebrities they live in depression. They live on drugs because of depression. They are unhappy. Even with all the millions of dollars that they own on the end, they still have an unhappy lifestyle. And then you have to say, why are these people happy? They have all this money, they have all these cars and all these good houses, all these big houses, all this big attention from the public and all of that. They are celebrated, but still they are unhappy because happiness is not attached in any way. It's sustainable happiness, a lasting happiness. It's not attached in any way to any of this. You own your own happiness. I learned to own my own happiness because if you don't own your own happiness, the situation, the condition, and the things around you will dictate to you. And will decide to tell you when you are supposed to be happy and when you're not supposed to be happy. Imagine when you ascribe your happiness, so you assign it, you ascribe power to someone to control your happiness, to control your emotions. Then it could be your spouse, it could be your partner, it could be your friend. If they own your happiness, you're in trouble. Because they will control you with a remote and let you know when they know what to make you happy, they do it. And when they want to get you mad, they know what to do to make you mad. When they want to get you excited, they know what to do to make you excited because you allow them own your happiness. But if you own your own happiness, then you understand that what people are doing to you or against you cannot stop you from being happy because you decided to be happy. You own your own happiness. Nobody does. You do. And so nobody can control your emotion. Nobody can tell you when to be happy and when not to be happy. No one can dictate your life for you. Because why? You have control over your own happiness. You own it. That's the second step. And the third step I'm going to share with you today is that you need to learn to accept the things that you cannot change. I've said this in one of my videos, especially when I was talking about staying motivated. You have to learn to accept. There are things in your life you can't change. My dear ladies and gentlemen, you cannot change some things in your life. You cannot change them. Why are you trying to worry about things that you cannot change? You will live an unhappy life because all the days of your life you will get frustrated, mad, and pissed off about everything because you're trying to change something that you have no power to change. There are things that are just got to be. Let the situation be what it is. Stop letting the situation be what it wanted to be. You may not like how things are turning out in your life and how things are running, but I think you can change, my dear. You cannot change your birthday. If you were born in November, like I was born in November, this is just when it is. You can change it. You don't like November, you don't like the date, you don't like the time, but it makes no sense because you just got to adapt with it. Listen, this is the truth. And this is the bitter truth. You cannot change certain things in your life. So stop worrying over the things that you cannot change. Learn to accept it. The earlier you learn to accept it, the easier it is for you to learn how to begin to adapt or begin to cope with those situations. If you don't learn to accept those things that you cannot change, and you keep trying to change the thing that you cannot change, you are heading to a frustrated life. You are heading to a life full of unhappiness and regret. That's the bitter truth. You cannot change the things you cannot change. Accept them. Ask yourself, what are the things that I've been worrying over for the past 10 years or 5 years, a couple of years, and still they are the same thing? You can't change it. If someone is telling you, man, you're too short, man, you, my dear, you are over 35. You can't change it. This is your height. Accept it. You don't need to be tall to be rich. You don't need to be tall to be a celebrity. Kevin Hart is not tall, but he's a celebrity. He has money. So what it is that you're looking for, you don't need to be tall to be a Bill Gates. You don't need to be tall. And someone is telling you, oh man, you are too big, you are too fat and all of that, and you are killing yourself over here. Listen, the things you can change, go ahead and change it. Go ahead and change them rather. But the things you cannot change, the best thing to do is to accept it as it is so that you can move on with it and be happy. My goal for this video is that I want to produce a bunch of happy people. So by the time you end this video, you will learn how to be happy, how to smile at your situation and be happy. Number 4, keep positive relationships. In one of my videos, I talked about levels of relationship, tolerated and celebrated and appreciated. I want to talk about celebrated. This is where I want you to get yourself in. Because if you're always staying with people that tolerate you, you know how, because they will always make you unhappy. Now, this is the situation when it's not as if those people own your happiness, but there is a way of getting motivated and getting excited and getting stirred up by the people that believe in you, the people that brings out the best inside of you. There are people in your life that will always bring out the best out of you. Look for those people and keep them around you. Positive people, people that look positively on every situation, people that have optimistic perspective of every situation, not people that will tell you, hey, you can't make it. You don't need those people that will always tell you, hey, this cannot be possible. You need to look for people that tap you on the back and say, no matter what is going on in your life, hey, you're going to make it, man. You look good. You're good. Stop looking at it. I know, listen, there's nothing like positive words, very strong. And you get those things from people that are around you that means a lot to you. There are people that when they say something to you, those things mean a lot to you. Mean a whole lot to you. Some other person could say the same thing and it wouldn't mean nothing, but there is a person or persons in your life that when they say the same thing, it blows up in your mind because of the trust and the value and the respect you have for such people. When those things come out of their mouth, you cannot place so much value on it. If that is the case, that you must learn to surround yourself with positive people, people that celebrate you, people that love you, sincerely love you, unconditionally love you. Not people that will manipulate you, not people that will use you. Not people that will take advantage of your weakness and your ignorance, but people that sincerely love you from the depth of their heart, that can sincerely give you an opinion that will help your life, that can look at you even when you are down and tell you you are not down. I'm talking about keeping people around you that will stir you up even when you are down for nothing. They will make you feel like you are good for something. I got such people in my life, and every time I want to get stirred up, I pick up my phone. I know who to call. I know who to call. When I need to get motivated, I need who to call. Stop keeping any kind of relationship. Keep a celebrated relationship. Keep a positive relationship. Keep a healthy relationship. Keep a buoyant relationship. Stop keeping all kind of relationship, because relationship has so much impact in your life. People that you keep around you have so much to do with the direction you're going. It has a lot to do with the things that happen outside of you and inside of you. In as much as happiness is a thing of the inside, but listen to me, people around you has a way of affecting what goes on in your inside. And so you got to be careful, not just keep anybody you see. Anybody cannot be your friend. Everyone cannot be your friend. You got to choose the ones that are your friends. I know you come to social media and Facebook, everyone want to add friendship. You don't even know them for it. They can just add you. But among all those people that you got 5,000 friends on your friend list, but at the same time, there are people among those lists that you talk to all the time. Those are your friends. You need to understand the people that you got to keep very close to you got to be positive-minded people. Positive-minded people. They will help you to be happy. I'm talking about being happy here. You don't let nobody make you unhappy. I don't know who I'm talking to, but I learned over the years, man, to be happy by myself and learn to be happy by myself. I spoke to one guy one time. I said one of the reasons I love him is because he make fun with himself, and I love that. He loved himself. And then number 5, this is going to take us to a great one. This number 5 is something like, I want to put it this way. Number 5, I want to put it like, live the moment and enjoy the process. That's a great one. Live the moment and enjoy the process. People, you don't have to wait until you get your degree to celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself while you're still in the process. You have a goal, you have a vision. I am a goal getter. I believe in the philosophy of vision. I dream. I'm a dreamer. But while I'm pursuing the big dream, the big picture, when I achieve the little one, I know how to celebrate it. You got to live the moment. I'm asking you to be future-minded, to be mindful of your tomorrow, have your future in your mind. But I said, I'm asking you to live the moment, live today. You are still in today, so you got to live today. You don't have to wait until you get there before you enjoy what is going on. You got to enjoy every day of your life. Learn to enjoy the process. While you are still in the process of achieving your goal, in the process of building your career, in the process of building a buoyant business, enjoy the process. Because the process is going to lead you to the product. Without the process, you can't get the product. So you got to learn to enjoy the process. Enjoy the process. And enjoying the process means living the moment now, not tomorrow. Now, of course, we are mindful of tomorrow, where we are going. We are mindful of our future. We want a great future. We want to build a wonderful future for us and our kids. But you have to live now. I've seen people work so hard because they're trying to build a future for their kids. What about yourself? What happens to you? You don't have a future? And you've been struggling yourself, killing yourself because you're saving money to buy a big house. And you live in a mud house. And you live in a slum because you were saving money to buy a big house. And sometimes you end up now getting to the point of buying a big house. Some people die on the wayside. Some people just die. What happens if you die and some idiot is going to spend that money without you? I mean, this is it. Live your moment. Live your moment. Enjoy your moment. I know you have a dream. I know you have a dream. I do have too. But until then, What can we do with this moment? What can you do today? Leave the moment. Because if you so focus on your tomorrow and forget about today, your happiness you think is it tomorrow. Oh man, when I buy that house, I'm gonna be okay. When I graduate, the moment I finish my training, I'm gonna be fine. While you are in the training, you better be fine. Leave the moment and enjoy the process. Number 6, give yourself a break. I love this one. It's almost attached to what I just said in number 5. Give yourself a break. Sometimes you got to learn how to balance left and right, work and fun. All work without play make Jack a dull boy. Of course, all of us know that saying. How can you be working and working and no fun? You got to give yourself some break. Give yourself a treat. Sometimes crazy stuffs are the things that's going to make you happy, but you don't want to do them. I remember one time that I asked someone about the pastor. Say, "Oh," I said, "Hey, I'm a pastor, and I pray, but I also play. I don't just pray. I pray and play. I combine the two. I balance the two. I play and I pray. I play and I pray. I pray and I play. I play and I pray. You got to balance the two. Balance it. You don't just pray until your life becomes pray. You pray and you play. There is job, there is fun. Balance it. Give yourself some break out of the job and enjoy yourself. Those crazy things, those silly things that could make you happy, go ahead and do them for that moment. But make sure it's not the one that is going to cause you regret tomorrow. But you got to learn to give yourself a break. A break out of the struggles of life. A break out of the storms of life. A break out of the cares of life. A break out of the stress of life. And just shut yourself away from the entire stress, the entire process. And shut yourself out and do what? And have some fun. Yeah, sometimes it's just healthy. There's some crazy stuff to make you happy. But you got to learn to be happy. To be happy. That'll give yourself a break. Like I just shared with you about a guy who loved to have fun himself. This is what it means. I mean, when nobody, he can take his phone and take some selfie and admire himself and, take some pose. And I watch him do all this thing all the time, and he kind of impressed me a lot. Have your fun. Give yourself some break. Take your wife out and take your husband out and take your spouse out and take your partner. Just have some fun. Take some break. Balance the job and the fun. You got to learn how to do all of this. Because if you don't, you're gonna be work and become a dull boy without play. Jack will end up a dull boy without play. All work without play make Jack a dull boy. So when you work, you got to play. So you got to learn how to balance these things, the play and the work, the play and the work. Balance them. And you live a balanced life, you see happiness being erupted from the inside. That's the truth. And then finally, number 7, this is where I'm going to end up. Hey, you got to learn, number 7, to be grateful. Grateful goes beyond just a thank you. It's an attitude. It's an attitude of gratitude. The attitude of gratitude will determine the altitude of your life. Learn to be grateful. Grateful for every little thing, because we always kind of look for the big picture and we don't kind of notice or observe the little things that happen. Sometimes we pray and we ask God, we want God to do this, we want God to do that. But there are things that we have that God, we never ask God to. If you don't learn how to appreciate little things in your life, you may never qualify for the big one that you're looking for. You got to be appreciative. You may not have life, you may not have money, but you have life. You may not have a job, but you have a career. Think about it. You may not have a child in your home, but you have a husband, you have a wife. Whatever it is that you're looking for, whatever it is that you think you don't have, that I think that you have that others don't have, see those things and appreciate. Those things will make you happy. When you begin to see those little things and then learn the attitude of gratitude, the attitude of gratitude, remember that it determines, it plays a lot of role raising your altitude in life. It even helps in your relationship with God and relationship with other people, because you cannot be ungrateful and keep a healthy relationship. Sometimes the statements that we make and the worries that we worry are actually a sign of ingratitude. And we don't know that indirectly we become an ingrate to God. Think about the life you have. Think about where you are today. That's not where you were yesterday. You may not be where you want to be, but the truth is that you're not where you used to be. There are people that you're better than. Consider all those people. Think about them. Don't always look at the thing that you don't have. Look at the one that you have. And that will make you much happier. Be grateful for the little things that you are receiving daily. Be grateful for the sunshine. Be grateful for the great weather. Be grateful for your life. Be grateful. Once you learn to appreciate those small things in your life, you will just stir up the happiness. Every morning you wake up, you look at your kids. Well, I don't have money to send them to school. I don't have money to do all of that for these kids, but these are wonderful kids that God has blessed me. There are people that are looking for these kids. They can't find them. Yeah. You're complaining about your old car. There are people you drive past on the road and they are walking and trekking because they can't even afford an old car like your own. You gotta learn to appreciate these things. Don't forget, we're talking about happiness. It is in the inside. It is a journey. It's not a destination. The life is too short not to be happy. Remember, the steps to living a happier life is: number one, accept who you are. Number two, own your own happiness. Don't give it to anyone. And number three, accept the thing that you cannot change. Number four, keep positive relationship. Number five, live the moment and enjoy the process. And number six, give yourself a break. Finally, number seven, be grateful. Gratitude is an attitude. Develop that attitude and see happiness erupting like in a moment. Automatically, you will see happiness flowing out of your system. And when it flows around everything, flows out to everything around you and the people around you. Remember, life is too short not to be happy. I wish you all the best, and I wish you a very, very happy life. Thank you so much for watching me tonight. And I want to encourage you, make sure you subscribe to my channel for subsequent videos that will come, and also share this video to as many people as you can to encourage them, especially those people that you know that are struggling with unhappiness in their marriage or happiness in their life. This is an opportunity for them to be blessed and to learn how to be happy. If you do that, I see God blessing you. Thank you so much once again. My name is Dr. Jeff Innocent, your coach, and I'll talk to you again. Until then, have a good one. Bye-bye.